Before it became a global tech titan, Nintendo was just a small Japanese company making playing cards, and later weird toys that nobody bought. In fact, by the 1960s, it was on the brink of total collapse. But instead of dying out like hundreds of other toy makers, Nintendo did something insane. It bet everything on a video game revolution that hadn't even happened yet, and it worked. In 1889, Fusajiro Yamauchi founded Nintendo Koppai in Kyoto. His product? Hanafuda, traditional Japanese playing cards painted by hand. These weren't toys, they were used for gambling, banned multiple times and only played by adults. The cards became popular, and for a while Nintendo thrived, but by the 1950s playing cards were dying, especially in post-war Japan. The company needed a miracle, or at least a new idea. Under the leadership of Fusajiro's grandson, Hiroshi Yamauchi, Nintendo tried everything. Taxis, instant rice, even a love tester machine. But it was a new hire named Gunpei Yokoi who changed everything. Yokoi wasn't a game designer, he was a maintenance guy, but he built a robotic extending arm called the Ultra Hand, and to everyone's shock, it sold over 1 million units. Suddenly Nintendo was back in the toy business, but the success was short-lived. By the late 1970s, arcade machines and home consoles were taking over. Nintendo entered the race with the Color TV game, a crude console compared to Atari's, but it opened the door. Then came Yokoi's second invention, the Game & Watch, a portable LCD game with a built-in clock. It was cheap, addictive, and exploded in popularity across Japan. That's when Hiroshi Yamauchi made his most important decision: go all in on video games. In 1981, Nintendo hired a young artist named Shigeru Miyamoto. His first project, replace a failing arcade game with something new. The result was Donkey Kong, a game where a plumber named Jumpman dodged barrels to save a damsel in distress. That Jumpman would become Mario, and the game, a smash hit in the US and Japan. Nintendo had broken through, but the real magic came in 1985. When the US video game industry collapsed, Nintendo launched the NES, a sleek grey console that looked more like a VCR than a toy. They paired it with Super Mario Bros. And a toy gun for Duck Hunt, and packaged it as an entertainment system, not a game console. It worked. The NES dominated American homes, and suddenly, Nintendo wasn't just a Japanese company, it was a global empire. In 1989, Nintendo struck again. While competitors chased power, Nintendo doubled down on simplicity. The Game Boy was grayscale, blocky, and underpowered, but it was affordable, durable, and bundled with the most addictive game of all time, Tetris. Result, over 100 million units sold. From there, the hits kept coming. The SNES, Nintendo 64, and GameCube cemented their legacy. The Wii brought motion controls to living rooms worldwide. And the Switch, a hybrid console that shattered expectations. But it wasn't about tech specs. Nintendo won because it made play feel magical, something no other company could replicate. From handmade playing cards to billion-dollar franchises, Nintendo's story is proof that failure isn't the end. It's the setup. It's about knowing when to pivot, when to risk everything, and when to bet on fun. Because in the end, Nintendo didn't just make games, they made memories.